Let's talk Tanya for the 10th of Sivan. Today we are going to start chapter 3 of Shar Yichud V'Amunah. In chapter 1, the Alter Rebbe explained the theory of perpetual creation, the idea that nothing exists on its own and everything that exists is because God is creating it at every moment. Chapter 2, the Alter Rebbe explained somewhat the logic behind this theory, why we must say that the world is being recreated by God at every single moment, and also we connected it to the idea of Hashgacha Pratis, divine providence. Now we are going to get to, you might want to say, the punchline. Where are we heading to? This whole section of Tanya, Shar Yichud V'Amunah, is all about God's unity. And as we explained, God's unity means that there is nothing but God. And the concept of perpetual creation directly leads us to the idea of God's unity. If God is recreating everything at every moment, that means, quite simply, that nothing really exists other than God. Everything else doesn't have innately the quality of existence. Everything else is being existed by God. It is being granted existence at any moment, which means that it doesn't essentially exist. The only thing that really exists is God. I'll give you two examples to make this simpler to understand. Imagine you're sitting in a room one day and through the window comes flying a rock. Do you look at the rock and say, "Oh, wow, look at that. A flying rock. I didn't know that rocks could fly." No, of course not. Immediately you think, who is the idiot that just threw a rock through my window? Why? Because rocks don't fly. In fact, even when the rock right now is mid-air and it is flying, it is not a flying rock because rocks don't fly. So what is happening right now? It's not a flying rock, but rather the rock is being flown by someone because rocks don't fly. The same thing over here. The world doesn't exist. It is being existed at every moment. And even right now, when you can touch the table, you can touch yourself. But the table and yourself, you don't essentially exist and have that quality of existence. You are being pushed into existence by God. Another example is that of a projector. So you can have on your wall, you can have a beautiful painting. You have a beautiful painting, there's a beautiful painting on the wall. But what if you don't have a beautiful painting on the wall, but you have a projector, and the projector is projecting that piece of art onto your wall? Is there a piece of art on your wall? Well, it looks like it. But actuality, there is nothing there. It's being projected on the wall at every moment by the projector. So really, what is there? Only the projector and its light and its projection. There's nothing actually that exists on the wall. The same thing is also, once we understand the concept of perpetual creation, which means creation on its own has no existence and it needs to be recreated every single moment by God, now we understand what it means, ein oid milvadei. There really is nothing but Hashem. There is Hashem, and there is his creative energy, which is pushing the world into existence at every moment, but the only thing that really exists is God. In tomorrow's Tanya, we will look at an even deeper mashal, even deeper example to illustrate this idea of Achdus Hashem, of God's unity.